Welcome back to the next episode in my series playing as Morocco, where we've gone into Al-Andalus, and we just recently were fighting some coalition wars against Castile and France, managed to barely pull out of them in a victory. I shouldn't say victory, we actually lost. I had to give up these two provinces, and then also separately some of my vassals betrayed me and signed separate pieces with Castile, which is possible, I guess. They've got these tendrils poking into me. So the plan for this episode is to try to start building up my military in anticipation of the truce ending, which is going to happen in January, I think 17th, 1406. So we've got about 5 years, roughly, give or take, 4.5 years, to start prepping. The bubonic plague, it's still going strong, I guess. Yeah, I had said before I started recording, or I should say before I introduced myself, I've never actually gotten to see the rise of the Timurid Sultanate. Although it looks like Timur already died, or was replaced with just some random guy. Didn't seem to do very much. I've wondered where the best geographic locations are. So from a land perspective, I think Hungary is pretty good. They've got a pretty good geography. You've got the fortresses that you can build there. You can build some castles along your border. It's very easy to be very defensible. The problem I ran into in my Hungary game is that you don't have an obvious path of expansion. Without moving your capital, this area is just black hole to you because you're not going to get through the Carpathian Mountains. Similar situation, you've got some, I don't remember exactly what those mountains are called. Move towards jurisprudence. I don't remember what these mountains are called. But anyway, in the Balkans, basically, which similarly has the same problem. And so you can have very good control in this central area, especially with these rivers. Pretty early on, but it's not as actually good as you would think. Whereas I haven't played as Poland, but I have to imagine if you played as Poland, you could pretty easily radiate control. Maybe not that far, but into the wide open spaces of the east. France is in a somewhat similar situation. When I played as France, I was able to get a good amount of control in northern France. Getting control down here in southern France I was having a hard time with it. So I almost feel like you'd almost want to prefer to leave those people as vassals. Okay, let's see. How's my little? I meant to check to see if if this changed the rebels at all. Yeah, it still says 10,000 people. It didn't really change anything. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that they're not useful still. I think in this Andalusi slave revolt situation in particular, this might be kind of an optimal scenario for them because many of these slaves are no longer slaves. They're peasants, and so if they join the slave revolt, that doesn't really make very much sense. Oh, our sheik has died. I'll give it the press. Whatever it's called. A union formed. Zaragoza. Oh. Because I gave these... Okay, because I was the ruler of these places. When I gave them independence. That's... Okay, that's pretty funny. I can't lie. I've got 11 kids. Lots of kids, lots of kids. My culture is Lombard. That seems bad. Yeah, I'll just finally embrace Moroccan culture. That was weird. I wonder how I fucking became Lombard. Anyway, I was saying that in this scenario, I wonder if it's one that it would actually be pretty helpful. Because there's lots of these like Castilian peasants who they're lost. I mean, they were once slaves, but I give them their independence. What are they complaining about? Still annexing those people. Yep, let's take the money. This is actually a good time to spend some more money. Just gonna do a mass RGO build. I tend to find that that's a pretty good way to spend your money, all things considered. A girl. Is this one of the ones I've been passing around? No. One of my kids. Okay, I'm not gonna marry you to a 52-year-old. They're gonna die, and then I'm gonna have to remarry you. You can get this nice 34-year-old, who I have to imagine is your cousin. Yep. Or I don't know what the family relationship is, but everyone in the family is vaguely related to me. That's just how it works around these parts. Yeah, I still have some ticking up, which I don't like. Let's see, the religious scholar. Stability investment wouldn't be bad, but there's no reason. Okay, unmarried adult heir. You, my good sir, are going to get as many spouses as you can. Turns 26 and just immediately gets 4 of his cousins as spouses, right? I think all of these people are related to me. Yep. Their mom was part of my dynasty. Their mom was part of my dynasty. Their mom was part of my dynasty. All of them. And they're probably siblings with each other. Look, just don't think about it too hard. It's a little bit of incest. Okay, I've got 4 diplomats. Probably gonna start building a spy network on France. I feel like that seems like a pretty self-obvious thing to do. And then let's also just improve relations with another country. I mean, it's not great to be losing diplomats, but I should be completing this annexation somewhat soon. It will be before the war, which I guess will be nice, because I think I'll have pretty good control. It's just across the water from New Capital. Holy shit, I have a lot of sailors. I did not see that. I want to spam out some galleys. Let's go. This will be good. I mean, I know I'm going to get some new boats soon, which will obviously just completely outclass these boats. But it's going to be a little while before I can do that. It'll be nice when I can eventually get my Okay, they're under 90, which I kind of treat as my my threshold. Let's assimilate some more people to Andalusia. Yes, I fully admit that this is like not a smart way to be using my advisors right now. But look, it's just what it is. I also am somewhat getting rid of these Castilians, is the hope at least. Let's see if it's the Castilian. Yeah, the Castilians get gotten rid of. Of course, it doesn't change the fact that they're still Catholic. I don't think so, at least. Let me see the tick. I assume they just become Andalusi Catholics, but I'm not sure. Yeah, by the looks of it. It is what it is. I think I could build like madrasas, right? Which local pop conversion speed plus 10%. What else do they do? Yeah, that just seems unequivocally good. Dude, and they're cheap as hell also. I get rid of all these restrictions. Cool, yeah. Let's build some madrasas. You are going to marry a noble. Because unless you married my children, there would be no nobles in the entire realm. Okay. Just continuing to grow my economy. I think I can build another boat. Yeah, I want an enormous fleet of galleys, because if I can have a very powerful fleet, then that's going to be useful. Why, you ask? Well, for a pretty simple reason. I can just sail my fleet around and harass their coasts with my army. It's kind of like the thought process I had. I could build like rows of forts. That'd be kind of a fun idea. Just turn it into like a fully fortified fortress. Because I think for like semi-roleplay reasons, I'm not going to push north of the Pyrenees. I may do something silly like capture Rome or something, but like it would be silly. It would not be for like power. Building my galleys, they're going to be done in just like 19 days, which is nice. Let me know how the audio sounds. Let me know how my voice sounds. Okay. They are back above 90, so I'm going to go put them back in Rebel Crackdown again. Okay. An artist has emigrated. I guess it would be good to have someone who's actually good at doing the task do it, but, you know, that might be too much to ask. Okay, are these people actually being removed? He's been there for a long-ass time. I think so. I think this is ticking down. It just is doing nothing. That's great. I think it's gonna have pretty good economic proximity to the capital. Yeah, it is awesome proximity to the capital. I'm pretty sure that's a lie, but still pretty good. Like 28. Obviously gonna want the port in Sevilla. Okay, where? Oh, that's 100% harbor capacity. Yes, 100% that's being turned into a city. Pretty much anywhere here that has like very good harbor capacity, I think should be turned into a city. I'm gonna kind of turn this entire southern coast into my main urban area. While they're building, I'm gonna look up if I can move my market center. Move your market center EU5. So they're saying that if I go, I don't know if you can hear my cat, he's just complaining at me. If I go to my market center, I can right click on my market. And they're saying it's going to be where the make or destroy one was. Relocate market. So it would cost 800, but that's worth it. I want to move it to the capital. I want them to be aligned. And then I may have put this one too far in the south, but I could honestly just relocate it also. Like, what's money? Privateers abandoned. Okay, I'm building up my my maritime presence. And that should already be having a noticeable effect on proximity. If I want to see the whole cost chain. hell did I get that? From new capital to the Strait of Gibraltar. Okay, that's because the harbor capacity is good. Minus 40. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you are not my firstborn. You're just another one of my random sons. I mean, are there nobles for you to marry? I'm gonna marry you to all the nobles I can, even the old ones. And you may ask why. And the answer is, well, they might have kids with some of them. And then the other ones I'll just marry to the lowborn. And like that 30-year-old is like still able to have kids, but they're getting kind of close, so I might as well just do it now. 180 gold is not that much gold, but I don't really need anything else. Like maybe the stability would be nice. Oh, okay, wait, I'm also finished annexing one of them, which means that I can start annexing the next one. Yeah, let's do Cordoba. And I don't think that I need to be... Well, you know, maybe. Actually, because you need to be 150, I believe, to be annexing them. And they're actually surprisingly close to that. So I'll just let them finish improving as much as possible. Okay, the bonus military tactics, that's huge. That's actually going to be enormously helpful. I keep forgetting to sell this little shitty province. Okay, and the rebels. So both the Andalusi and the Castilians are above 90. You know, these patriots are some of the most annoying because there's not really much you can do to like reverse it. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'll assign him to cracking down. I'd rather not have the rebellion than have a little bit more. Like a teensy tiny, a bit more Andalusi pops. That's like a very long-term kind of abstract goal. Okay, one of my sons. Congratulations, you get a noble. I don't know if there's any downside to just having like thousands of descendants. It seems like it would be that there's just no disadvantage to it. Okay, I have my sailors back. So queuing up some cogs. And we'll see how that goes. I've definitely got my spy network on you. I have no reason to declare war on you. Okay, then I don't care. Look, the truth, I guess, is that you're some random little Muslim. I don't know what I would even do with you. That's so funny that I'm in a personal union with these guys. It's so dumb, but also so good. Okay, building cogs. That's like definitely supposed to be a bug. Right, like, there's no way that like I mean, if you enforced the war gold, I would be so pissed in that scenario. Okay, I can move the market. Relocate market, and let's move it to new capital. And let's kind of see how the market proximity. Now I've got a new dead zone sort of over here, which I think is bad. So it's going to cost me another 800 gold to relocate, but I'll move this one further north. because this is a relatively prosperous part of my empire. I don't want it to be a market access dead zone. Everyone's moving to I guess the city that used to be Cordoba. I want to spend my money on that, even though it's like probably a completely silly thing, and I'm, preparing for an existential war of survival, but I'm just spending my money on relocating the market. Look, it's what I enjoy about the game. My jihads against Castile they're just my job. They're what I have to do. New capital, and that's actually pretty good, because I want to be improving relations with them anyway. Okay, this is pretty good, because I actually like serfdom. I definitely don't want to reduce my noble levy obligations. That would be very bad. Hello, another 16-year-old? Look at you, two 16-year-olds. You're just made for each other. Marry a noble. And then I have to imagine I have like so many other random family members that I'm not doing anything with right now. Like my character's grandfather. What is like this guy up to right now? I could like in principle marry him to someone. And he's just like chilling in my court. Oh, what a life. I stand by that this is bullshit, and look, I'll hear nothing. I'll brook no disagreement on this. Let's build some more armored horsemen. Might as well assign random family members. How does this work if I have a second army? This will be an interesting question to me, because he's... Interesting. So it's just plus 25 per in command. Okay, if I assign... Why did you get on that boat? What a weird thing to do. I pretty clearly don't want you to go on the boat. So let's see if I assign another guy to just be a commander. That's just another in command. That's busted. This is going to be one of those, like, impossible to resist things. I'm going to justify it by the fact that I'm setting them all to put down rebels, I guess. I swear to God, stop trying to go on the boat. Another family member? What is this guy? He's probably like my cousin or something. And you're just all gonna go suppress rebels again. Oh, nice. Okay, got a whole bunch of diplomats. 8 diplomats, in fact. Annexing 2 people already. I guess I'll just start improving relations with more of my vassals. Okay. Improving relations. Yep, I'm increasing my maritime presence there slowly. And the next commander. I'll wait till... How many more of these guys do I have? I'll finish recruiting them and assign them all to beating people up, and then we can move on. So there are, in fact, some rebels in here. And despite the fact that ostensibly I'm putting them down. Okay, another family member. Yeah, this is just like completely busted. It will reduce the unrest in a location and permanently remove pops from the revolt. Yeah, I just don't see it. Lose 14 gold. Oh, I can move my marketplace. Okay, relocate the market. Why can't I like relocate it there? Huh. Yeah, I want to relocate this market. I wonder if it's like a control thing. Like, can I only relocate a market to a place that I have enough control to? Yeah, it just says location. Again, like, there's just an enormous amount about this game that would, like, be great if they explained it in any detail. Okay, whatever. I have my new cities. Instead of being upset, I can bask in the ability to construct new stuff. Yep. Just building lots of fine cloth. Okay, 2 armored horsemen left. I genuinely kind of feel like I'm cheating with this. This is gonna be like one of those, like, I hate when there's like a thing in a Paradox game that I know is obviously the right thing. Like, it's such a dominant strategy. Like in this case, just getting free crown power is insanely good. It's such an insanely dominant strategy that it's like impossible to avoid doing it. But at the same time, it's just like kind of game breaking and tedious. Okay. Then don't hang out on the boat. I don't mean to be a dick, but it's not that complicated of a strategy. Okay. The final armored horseman. And the final family member. Okay, suppress rebels. And... you know, I've got a whole bunch of people there, but they're not doing, like, anything. How's it going? I've got one at 95%. I should move the, this one over before anything bad happens. Well, this seems like an awesome place to wrap it up with my just insane... oh, wait. Okay, cool. So I guess what happens... oh, this is actually kind of nice. This makes me feel better. So you can have, like, at most 25%. And it's just based on the percent of the commanders. So, like, probably the units or something like that. So you don't need to have, like, a bazillion tiny armies to maximize it. Fuck! Oh my god, are you serious? I'm not going to save scum. I want you guys to know how badly I want to save scum this. Because this is a disaster. An utter disaster. I can no longer get Castile alone. I completely missed that we were in 1406 anymore. I can no longer get Castile alone. And I'm against the whole coalition. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm not going to save scum. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. I'm actually going to have to step away, so I'm just going to be coming back to this situation the next time I play. Talk to you guys next.